What better way to start? We've seen one or two club meetings around the country, but this really, on record, is the first big one. They've made it international this year. We used to call it the Battle of Britain, and we used to come down here at the beginning of the season to the boarded circuit, remembering that we saw the bonfire burn up at the end of the season. We know that we get fantastic racing down here. We are subject, I think, today to a little bit of the old-fashioned April showers. We've had horrendous rain during the week. They were saying that, well, the records are stating that this is the heaviest rainfall we've had for years. But looking at the condition of the track, I'm in anticipation to watch to see how practice goes, but there's a lot of confidence here because the track preparation has been put in and they really are looking forward to the start of a cracking season. Now I'm hearing that they're just calling riders up for practice, so we will get a chance to see how they go. They're all here. A fantastic international lineup of solos. We've got the 1,000 chairs and the best of the best. And added to the spice today, we've got the 500 sidecars with a little bit of the Dutch promise. We've got German riders over here as well. So it really is a great package. We really will be seeing today, I think, one of the best Battle of Britons we've seen for many years. It really is a great way to start the 1998 season. Well, I mentioned that we've got an international flavour here today, but it's always pleasing to see a good, strong challenge from the British riders. Tony Atkin, pleased to be in this lineup today.
Yeah, obviously it's a good test for me bikes and myself. I've got quite a big year, you know. I've got European Grasstrack, British Masters and the British 350 that I want to do well in. So whatever happens today, it just makes you sort of can tell how good your bikes are and how you're riding as a person yourself.
Well, we know that the track itself is a superb track for riding conditions, so I think you're absolutely right. It's going to be a test for a lot of riders to get machinery right. But I've got to ask, really, I know a lot of people will be thinking about you, Tony. Any niggles from that injury last year?
No, I mean, this is my 5th Grasstrack now, and I've been going fine, absolutely no problems at all. You know, luckily when I did it, it was at the end of the season, so I had all winter, you know, to get myself better. And one of the greatest motivations to somebody like myself is, you know, I really want to race, so, you know what I mean, if it had been me right leg, I wouldn't have stopped racing then, so.
Well, it's always pleased to hear things like that. I know you have got a lot of spirit, Tony. Really looking forward to see how well you go today. Yeah,
well, you know, I mean, I've come here to do well, but you just don't know, it's all on the day, isn't it?
Well, it certainly is. The very best of luck, Tony.
Alright, yeah, and I'll see you at the end, hopefully.
Hopefully so. So I talked in the introduction about the fact that we have got a real international flavour here today, and I think it's fantastic to see what a good lineup we've got of 500cc sidecars. Over the years, one of our top hopes has always been Paul Miller. Paul, a very impressive lineup today.
Yeah, it's nice to see the Tunbridge Club putting the class on and, you know, making the, you know, special effort to bring the internationals over. Gives us a bit more of a challenge. Becomes a bit stale without sounding too big-headed. You know, it's nice to have a challenge at home and show the home fans, you know, what we're doing abroad every weekend. So, you know, I'm pleased, yeah, really pleased.
Well, I think I totally agree with everything you've said there. I mean, I think that's really the conversations that have gone on in the winter to try and give it a bit of an international class. We hear about you guys going abroad. Of course, a lot of the travelling public really can't go over there and see what happens. We have to rely on the press, etc. But, I mean, in terms of the type of class we've got here today, would you say that with Marco and people like that here that we have got a good lineup?
Yeah, it's a good lineup. I mean, obviously the Germans are really the top boys, and I know that the club tried to get the top Germans here, but there was another meeting on in Germany, and Joseph von Durker and Tommy Kuhner and Martin Brandl, they're probably the 3 top guys, and they're not here. But it still gives people a good idea of, you know, just the professional equipment that you need to have to compete against these guys, and it, you know, it gives them a good idea, and hopefully other promoters will see it and, you know, think, well, there's some good racing there, let's go for it.
Well, I think that's got to be the aim, hasn't it, to try and sell it to other promoters in the UK, because I know a lot of the public really would like to see the 500 chairs. As far as European fans are concerned, you're all set up for a good challenge this year?
Yeah, we've got something in the region of 20 contracts already signed. We've got an agent in Germany now who's doing all our contracts. So, you know, maybe they won't, unless the English promoters start putting on our class. You know, I mean, some of the top promoters aren't even having the class, let alone having internationals. So, you know, maybe people will be seeing less and less of us. I mean, we've got 12 or 15,000 pounds worth of bike. We've got to go and try and earn some money. So, and to do that, we have to go across the water, unfortunately.
Well, you certainly do. I wish you the very best of luck today, Paul. I haven't mentioned you passenger, but obviously we'll be looking today to see how he gets on.
He's a good lad, he'll be right.
All the very best, folks.
Cheers, Tim.
A couple of times, really an international flavour to the Battle of Britain this year, and it's fantastic to see. But really, what I'll come back to is the point that it really is the start of the season. Now, the question I think in the 1000cc sidecar world is, what are they doing differently? Gary, is there anything new for this season?
Yeah, we've got a new bike, but it isn't here today. It isn't quite finished. I know it's been a long winter, but it's been a busy winter as well. And the new one just isn't quite finished, but we're trying to get it done for next week, but hopefully we'll have it done next week.
Well, we will hang on that one till next week, but as far as the track's concerned today, do you think it will suit the Speedway bike, or will you be sticking to the grass outfit?
I think it'll suit the Speedway bike, even if it's a bit damp as it is now. The Speedway bike seems to suit it, so I mean, obviously it depends what the weather's going to do this afternoon, but it looks okay. But I think even a little shower of rain will still see the Speedway bike good for it.
Excellent. Well, obviously watching practice there, it did look as if the Speedway bikes were getting around the bends a bit better, but really this track here at Sunbridge, superb, isn't it?
Yeah, I do like the track. It's been a bit of a jinx track for me, and I don't know what it is. It's just always something goes wrong and just not quite there, or you know, just trying to break this jinx really. But no, the track's good, and I do like riding it, so we've got our fingers crossed.
Yeah, absolutely. Mick, I'm going to get a few words out of you, but obviously looking forward to a new machine. Confident for today?
Oh, confident. Yeah, we're confident we can have a go, but there's a lot of good riders here today, so they'll be going just as hard as we will.
Well, indeed they will, and obviously looking at, you know, just really a few of the 1000 sidecars there is in the lineup. They tried to squash in a lot of races with the 3 different classes, but you really could pick any one of them, couldn't you, to take it away today?
Yeah, you could pick. Most of them will have a go, and most of them have had better luck here than we've had. I mean, we've had some poor luck here, but we hopefully will squash that today and have a good go.
Well, indeed, with any motorsport there is that element of luck, but obviously we wait to see how it evolves today. 4 heats today, which makes a change from the usual 3, but we'll see how it pans out, and hopefully we'll be talking to you later on.
Yeah, so do we.
All the best, Gary.
Thank you very
Cheers.
much.
Staying on the same tact, I'm trying to find out if what there is new in the pits, and one obvious thing, talking to John Halsey here, I think that the first thing I notice is a brand new colour scheme. Whose choice, John?
No, well, we had the bike was the same colour purple last year, but we couldn't afford to go the whole hog and have the Kevlar's done, so this year we've got them, so they match the bike now.
But very, very distinctive, I've got to say. Now, inside the outfit itself, anything else new?
No, it's the same outfit as last year, but we've got another engine, but the actual frame is still a steer frame.
And obviously done you well last year, so no reason why it shouldn't do this year. But, I mean, looking at it, you've been out for practice this morning, Tunbridge as good as ever?
It's absolutely brilliant out there. There's more grip out there than you can. We're trying to lose grip. It's unbelievable. This track is really good now. Tom has done a brilliant job.
Well, I think a lot of us are saying that where they've banked the corners up and smoothed it all out, and there has been a lot of work going in, it's going to make a fantastic racing. And I was very pleased to see that it's 4 legs today, so a chance for everybody, isn't there?
That's right. I mean, when we first found out there was only 12 outfits here, I didn't know what the format would be. Then when we read the regs, there was still got the 4 legs, so yeah, should be some good racing.
Absolutely excellent. I've got to bring you in because obviously looking forward to this season.
Very much so. Feeling good in the Kevlars, and it makes you feel better on the track. Well, it does for me. The old levers were a little bit stiff, whereas these can give me a little bit more space. So let's hope he can give me a bit of a slap and get me working a little bit harder this year, so we can go that little bit faster. So yeah, I'm definitely raring. I want to have a good year this year. Definitely.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of supporters out there thinking the same, but both of you, obviously, for me, this really is the start of the season. Wish you both the best of luck.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
It's a hard decision as it used to be. Any other riders on track starting for those of you that have never seen it before? Very starting from in front of me here. Powery needs to get off that start line. Do that first turn. Off the Niedermeyer. See him there this afternoon. And we start with the 500cc European Series. From this on-track start, Roel Goodwin and Gary Rockall. Number 5, William Matthijssen and Roel Limberg. Number 2 is Orgastine Hundsrucker and Stefan Hundsrucker. Terrific to see these competitors here, a great English contingent. Number 3 there, Lester Goodwin and Clayton Goodwin. very good. Number 91, Keith Drury and Richard Webb. They do get a ride this afternoon. They come into the full lineup. Number 17, Paul Miller, and new passenger this year, Lee Woodham. Number 14 is Simon Baird and Robert Crane. Number 418 is Chris Thornbury and Gary Hughes. We'll already get the 1000cc sidecars coming round. Picking up a new sponsor during the winter months. Number 17, Dave Steer and Rob Sharrock. Quite a lot of new machinery. Gary Jackson, number 23, tells me that he's got a new bike. Not wait for the Barnes Bonanza until you see that, so he's on his Speedway outfit this afternoon. Number 8, now this one's going to be interesting. Great to see that Mark Edwards has teamed up with Miles Simmons. A powerful crew that could be, and have you noticed the machinery? They've got a V-twin Honda in there. The first of the experiments with that V-twin Honda. And always nice to see somebody having a go at something different. Number 9, Leroy and Chris Wall, I noticed have results already this year. They've probably out for about their third time today. Number 13, John Halsey and Jason Lenny. Just coming round off that top turn, I'm sure these are going to get a very big cheer, because it's great to see that outfit number 6 is a return to the sport for Rustling and his passions by Son Graham. And I'm sure he won't mind me saying that obviously if there are any would-be sponsors out there, he said if it goes alright, if he's proved that he can still do it, then he might invest in new leathers. I suppose the big test first of all is to see whether he's still competitive, isn't it? We may prove that one way or the other this afternoon. Last to come round is number 12, that's Tim Bennett and Steve Hargreaves. So the riders make their way to the line for the start of the 1998 Battle of Britain. The status of the meeting has increased. We are now European status A. Lot of the European riders competing, particularly in this 500cc class. Our own number 17, Paul Miller, and passenger Lee Woodham start from the inside gate. Watch out for rider number 1, that's Marco Glorie and Harry Drent. A very, very strong competitor, has competed in the UK before, knows where the challenge is going to come from. The change, of course, is no Gary Lloyd. We've got Keith Drury and Richard Webb on the outside. Watch also for number 5, William Tyson. Back in third and possibly fourth as they come out of that first turn. But Marco Glorie, a very, very impressive Dutch rider with passenger Harry Drent on the Jawa-powered machine, come round off that top turn. They go very wide. In third place at the moment. Brian Palmer fighting with him on that fourth spot. As Marco Glorie has a very casual look over his shoulder down the back straight. He's a very, very quick competitor. And he's showing us in his very first race this afternoon what he takes away. Desperately trying to close on the German as they move up to the top corner for the third time. They'll go into the last lap as they come past there this time. It really doesn't look like Marco Glorie is going to be caught at all. That for me is where the challenge is, but there's still a lot of work to do. That gap really between first and second is becoming enormous now. Marco Glorie really showing us the form that he's in this season. Comes towards the checkered flag, and we get the first checkered flag. To the Dutch. Holland as well. We start with the European 500 sidecars and a win for outfit number 1, Marco Glorie and Harry Drent. In second place, number 5 is William Mathiasson and Rolf Mullins. In third place, number 17, Paul Miller and Lee Woodhams. In fourth place, number 14 is Simon Baird and Robert Cranes. In fifth place, number 71, Brian Palmer and Danny Hogg. And sixth place, to reserve, number 91, Keith Drury and Richard Webb. They had a winning time of 131.20, 131.20. That equates to a speed around Tunbridge of 58.85. 58.85 the average speed. And when you think they're throwing it sideways for a great percentage of that, they really are motoring. 1, 5, 17, 14, 71 and 91 is the official result of the first race of the day of the 1998 Battle of Britain. To come round to this on-track start. We look to race 2, we stay with the 500 sidecars. We see Roel Limberg for the first time. On Jawa Power again, he's raced in the UK before, particularly down at Wimborne, I remember Roel. He's passenger this afternoon by Klaus Jaeger. And also coming to the line, we've got number 3, Lester Goodwin and Clayton Goodwin. Number 2, that's Orgastine Hundsrucker and Stefan Hundsrucker. They ride in position number 3 on this start line. Taking up good position number 4 is Marco Glorie and Gary Rockall. The 78 is Lionel Cox and Grace Hagan. Number 418 is Chris Salisbury and Gary Hughes. Second place and all sorts of problems for that second and third place. But as they break down the backstroke, they start to sort themselves out. Lionel Cox has got up into second place when all that scrapping was going on in the first bend. But out in front is outfit number 4, Malcolm The rest of them are back in fourth place at the moment. So, can they close the gaps? Malcolm Goodwin getting a good lead at the moment. There's problems for Lionel Cox on the far side. So, second place changes as Lionel Cox pulls off into the centre green. Still the lead with Malcolm Goodwin. But Lester Goodwin now showing. Well, that's really where my eyes are at the moment on that second place, because Lester Goodwin's getting closer and closer to Chris Salisbury. Lionel Cox looks to have got his machinery going again, so he rejoins the circuit. It's Malcolm Goodwin and Gary Rockall. There is space between them and the Chris Salisbury, fighting his way around that bottom turn to try and hang on to make sure there are no gaps. Lester Goodwin looks for one and he finds one. Lester Goodwin goes through in the second place, so as they come towards the checkered flag, it's going to be for the Goodwin family as Malcolm Goodwin takes the win. Lester Official result, we stay with the 500cc sidecars, and it was a win for outfit number 4, Malcolm Goodwin and Gary Rockall. In second place, and they forced it on that last lap, outfit number 3, Lester Goodwin and Clive Goodwin. In third place, number 418 is Chris Salisbury and Gary Hughes. In fourth place, number 6 is Roel Limberg and Klaus Jaeger. In fifth place, number 49. We don't know at the moment who that is. We suspect it's Brian Canny coming in as a reserve. But in sixth place, we have number 78, Lionel Cox and Grace Hagan. The winning time was 130.87, 130.87, an average speed of 59.06. 59.06, that average speed. So it was 4, 3, 418, 6, 49 and 78, 130.87, 59.06. So we change tack, we stay with 500cc, but this time we move in race 3 to the solos. A very impressive lineup for race 3. I'm sure, as you can imagine, we look through those 3 solo first leg races, it's going to be very tight, fast and furious. thrust attack comes to the line on grid 1. He's got next to him Malcolm Simmons. Julian Phipps comes in as reserve on grid 3. Clayton Williams, Kelvin Tatum, taking the place of Ray Morton. We've got Wayne Barrett, Tony Atkin and Mitch Godden on the outside. But they tricked themselves into the centre of the circuit. I apologise if Mitch Godden has gone all the way around the outside. Those two are looking very much the same, but it is Mitch Godden's up in second. We've got Kelvin Tatum setting the pace. But it's very, very quick as they go into that bottom turn. Kelvin Tatum setting a scorching pace as he goes on that top turn. Mitch Godden going well in second place at the moment. No one's got it going. I just wonder whether he knows. That's the problem for Wayne Barrett as he drifts out wide on that bottom turn. He's going to have Malcolm Simmons to get underneath him now. So as we go into the last lap, it's Kelvin Tatum who looks over his competition. But it's Tony Atkin. It's going to be a very, very impressive win for rider number 1 as he comes across the line. It is our very own takes the win first time out. Tony Atkin in second place and Mitch Godden in fourth in fifth. So going well there in fifth spot, but really Kelvin Tatum is the man that's showing he's here to do business. A win for rider number 1, it is of course Kelvin Tatum. In second place, number 10, Tony Atkin. In third place, number 9, Mitch Godden. In fourth place, number 7, that's Clayton Williams. And fifth place, number 20, Malcolm Simmons. Sixth place, number 27, that's our reserve coming in, Wayne Barrett. And at seventh place, number 6, yes. And also number 8, in 8th place there is number 26, also reserve Julian Phipps. The winning time, 119.74, 119.74. That equates to an average of 67.31. 67.31 the speed then. As a result reads 1, 10, 9, 7, 20, 27, 6 and 26. 119.74, 67.31. So we look to race 4, we stay with the solos. Simon Cross goes to gate 1. No competitor in gate 2, we've got Chris Phillips on grid 3, Neville Tatum on 4, Otto Niedermeyer on 5, Peter Lloyd in 6, Tommy Palmer in 7, and remind you it's Mark Taylor that goes on the outside, and he is riding number 28 this afternoon. So it's Mark Taylor, not Neil Taylor, riding number 28. Simon Cross on the inside. Terrific on the first time now, Simon Cross wants to change things, and Simon Cross takes over the lead in that bottom turn. Oh, Neville not giving up though, he stays with Simon Cross as they come round off that top end. Tommy Palmer holding through. pull down on that bottom turn. But on the far side, Simon Cross trying to stamp his authority. Wants to get Neville Tatum in second place. We're going to scrap for third place at the moment. Otto and Niedermeyer trying to find a way past him. Pulled it in hard and tight on that kick. On that top bend was slightly different to Tommy Palmer's. Will he try it again? Well, they come towards the checkered flag. It's going to be a win for Simon Cross. Neville Tatum plays second. Tommy Palmer's going to hang on to third. Otto Niedermeyer finishing in fourth. The second of our 500cc solos, and what a cracker it turned out to be. A win for Simon Cross. Rider number 14. In second place, number 25 is Neville Tatum. In third place, number 21, Tommy Palmer. In fourth place, number 11, Otto Niedermeyer. In fifth place, number 28, that's the reserve coming in, Mark Taylor. And in sixth place, our only other finisher there, number 22, Chris Phillips. The winning time, very comparable to race 3, 119.71, 119.71. That gives us an average speed of 67.34. So race 5 we move to, and we stay with the 500 solos. All these competitors out for the first time this afternoon. Number 19 is Tony Suave on the inside. Number 5, Scott Nicholls. Number 17, John Underwood. Number 24, Dean Camia. Number 12 is John Underwood. Really? So how do we have 17 and 12 as John Underwood then? I reckon 12 is Trevor Banks. Number 8 is Helmy Poole. Number 15 is Jason Handley. Number 18 is Vince Kitchen. Dean Camia saying that he should be on group 4. I think that's what he's querying. He was pointing from the outside. Very recognisable, of course, that is number 12, Trevor Banks. Well, Jason Handley's decided that he's going right to the outside. You might remember the earlier 2 races we had where they were all content on the inside of the circuit. Don't consider themselves much wider there. Jason Handley's gone right down around the outside. He had a much wider approach in that first turn. It's very good advantage for him. He's got to the front, but he's under pressure as he goes into that top turn. Trevor Banks is right in there, going wide on that top turn, but putting the most pressure on. Second, he picks up an enormous amount of grip coming out of that bottom turn. But he gets it under control as they start to sort themselves out again on this top turn. Jason Handley looks over his shoulder. Tony Suave is up in fourth place at the moment, just got the edge over Trevor Banks. Really, Jason Handley looks to be in terrific form as he comes round off that top turn towards the last lap flag. Fourth place and Trevor Banks in fifth. So as we see the checkered flag go for the first time in the solo competition this afternoon. And I'm sure to program Tony Suave when you come across the line. So it's a win for rider number 15, that's Jason Handley. Terrific ride from him. In second place, number 5, Scott Nicholls. In third place, number 17, that of course was John Underwood. And in fourth place, number 12, Trevor Banks. In fifth place, number 18, Vince Kinchin. Sixth place, number 19, Tony Suave. And seventh place, number 24, Dean Camia. The winning time was 122.88. 122.88, 64.76 that equates to. So, we have a change of start positions as we move to the 1000cc sidecars, and we start the competition this afternoon. If you look at the lineup, Not too many competitors in this class. We're used to seeing a massive amount of competitors. So we've got the best of the bunch in races 6 and 7 in their first leg. Coming in grid 1, Victor. On grid 2, Dave Steer. Grid 3 is Gary Jackson. Grid 4 is Duncan Tolhurst. Grid 5, Rob Wilson. And grid 6, Lee Ray. Who's done the most work over the close season? It's got many meetings, it's got many bikes. We've watched to see them come past for the first time as they get underway into the start. Dave Steer looks in the second place as they go in that first turn. Gary Jackson in third at the moment. And Mick Toll, in fact, was left on the start, looking at 5 out. So Mick does get the bike going, comes past us. But we stay with the action at the front of the field. And Rob Sharrock still there in second place. Gary Jackson now under pressure from Rob Wilson as Rob Wilson goes a long way round. He doesn't make it this time, but he jumps Gary Jackson on. Rob Wilson again has to go around the outside. Over for Dave Steer, and Rob Wilson has got his nose in front as he goes into the middle of that top turn. Now he goes after Duncan Tolhurst. He's certainly made this one hard work, but he's certainly closer and closer to Duncan Tolhurst. He's gone very wide on that bottom turn. A very quick line on this top turn. He's going around the outside of Duncan Tolhurst. Terrific ride from Rob Wilson. Duncan reacts though, comes back underneath him, puts the power on, going up the outside. Stays on the outside of him. He's going to make a challenge to the line, I'm sure. The checkered flag coming up. Terrific side line. The 1000cc's underway this afternoon. What a great fight from Rob Wilson. Terrific start to the afternoon's racing. Sidecar crews talk about how this circuit is ideal for 1000cc sidecar racing, and I think already they've proved it with just one race under their belt. We start with a win for outfit number 74, that's Duncan Tolhurst and passenger Simon Wall. In second place, number 24 is Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. In third, Gary Jackson and Mick Stace. In fourth, number 9 is Lee Ray and Chris Wall. In fifth, number 26, that's Mick Toll and Tony Baisby. No sixth finisher there, the winning time 132.64. 132.64. That equates to an average of 61.55. Obviously a slightly longer distance for the sidecars. 132.64 the time. That equates to an equal speed to the solos and 500 sidecars. 61.55. It's Paul Johnson and Russelling. I've got to get used to this new colour of outfits because Tim Bennett has made a terrific start and got himself underway. Mark Edwards is up there in second place. Good to see that V-twin going well. First time out for the V-twin Honda. John Halsey is not very late. John Halsey trying to go around the outside of Russelling and the inside of John Hiscock. It all got very, very tight on the entrance of that top end. But as they sort themselves out, the positions stay the same. It is Tim Bennett that leads from Mark Edwards in second. John Halsey, Hiscock. Russelling to get himself up into fifth place. John Hiscock is challenging for second. Goes a long way round. I'm sure he was watching Rob Wilson earlier on because he's tried exactly the same tactic and got himself up in the second place. John Halsey back in that fourth place. John looking to come up into third. Good ride this from John Hiscock. He's got himself up in the second. Oh, they can't close down Tim Bennett though. He's having a terrific ride first time though. Line judge to give us a decision on that one, because John Halsey closed right up on the inside of Mark Edwards. But no taking it away from Tim Bennett and Steve Hargraves. A terrific ride from them. Programme, as we see this, all crews now have been out for the first time. It's a race victory for outfit number 12, it's Tim Bennett and Steve Hargraves. In second place, number 184 is John Hiscock and passenger Dave French. In third place, number 13 is John Halsey, Jason Glennie. In fourth place, and it was tight on the line, Mark Edwards and Miles Simmons. In fifth place, number 7 is Paul Johnson and Dave Chopping. In sixth place, number 6, Russelling and Grahaming. The winning time was 1:33.04, 1:33.04, an average speed of 61.28. So it was 12, 184, 13, 8, 7 and 6, 1:33.04, 61.28. Second place first time out, Chris Salisbury had a third, Simon Baird had a fourth, and Brian Palmer had a fifth place, so he'll certainly be looking to improve this time. Just sometimes wonder whether there's been a few gear changes, and maybe pressures in tyres, etc, etc changed. We'll prepare ourselves for race 8. Interesting that Harry Drink was asking the start marshal whether they would be putting the boxes back on. They said no, just the line, just pull yourselves up to the start line. Problems with the start solenoid by the look of it. Once again, the start of the race day. It's the second time out for the 500 car. Oh, Marco Glorie it is. He's coming round off that first turn, goes down the back straight. Much better ride from Brian Palmer this time. He moves up on the inside and gets himself up into third spot. As they come round past us for the second time, it is Marco Glorie up there. Second place, exactly they were in their first ride. Can Brian Palmer pinch that second from them as they go down the back straight? Brian Palmer closing all the time, but this is where the gap starts to develop as you're looking for overtaking maneuver. Trying to find a way around William Matteson. Well, Marco Glorie very casually looks over his shoulder as he goes down that back straight. He really does look like he's going to take some catching this afternoon. One more lap to go for Marco Glorie. Down the back straight they go, and there's still the gaps of him left as we see the checkered flag prepared. It's going to be 2 races and 2 wins for the partnership of Marco Glorie and Harry Drake. Number 5, that's William Madison. Second leg rides and a win his second of the afternoon for outfit number 1, Marco Glorie and Harry Drent. In second place, that's William Madison and Roel Limberg. In third place, number 71, Brian Palmer and Danny Hogg. In fourth place, number 14, Simon Baird and Robert Cranes. In fifth place, number 418, Chris Salisbury and Gary Hughes. And in sixth place, number 91, Keith Drury and Richard Webb. 132.17 was the time, 58.23 the average speed, 58.23. So a result of 1, 5, 71, 14, 418, 91, 132.17, a speed of 58.23. We've seen competitors out for the second time. We move to race 9, and this one promises to be a good one. Malcolm Goodwin had a win first time out. Lester Goodwin had a second place first time out. Number 17, Paul Miller, had a third place first time out. He'll be looking to improve on that. Interesting perhaps that Paul Miller is on grid 5 this time. Can he get a good run around that first turn? And I'm pleased to see that we've got outfit number 2. That's Orgastine Hundsrucker. To the front as he comes from the outside. Problems for Paul Miller as he goes in on that first turn. And Hundsrucker struggling coming out of that first turn, and he's lost the lead to certainly one of the good wins, and I'm pretty sure that is Malcolm has got to the front. Confirm that as they come by now. It is Malcolm. Lester Goodwin trying to change that though as he's going up the back straight, and he takes him on the inside. Looking across that far side, I'm conscious that I think there's a problem for Orgastine Hundsrucker. It looks like he's got no pressure in that back. So perhaps it is just the speed of the Goodwins that have got them up in the first and second. There's a challenge again to get that third place. So things not going well for Hundsrucker as he drops back through the field. Desperately to close on him. Lester, of course, had a second place first time out, exactly the same way. He finished behind Malcolm first time out. And as they come towards the checkered flag, this is race 9. It's going to be Malcolm Goodwin, Lester Goodwin in and Roel Limberg has got up into third place. Afternoon for outfit number 4, Malcolm Goodwin and Gary Rockall. In number 4, of course. In second place, outfit number 3, Lester Goodwin and Clayton Goodwin. In third place is outfit number 6, that's Roel Limberg and Klaus Jaeger. And in fourth place, number 2, is Orgastine Hundsrucker and Stefan Hundsrucker. No other finishes there. The winning time 132.22, 132.22, 58.20, the equivalent speed. Out again, we've got going in this one, number 15, Jason Handley. He had a win first time out. Number 7, Clayton Williams had a fourth place. Neville Tatum had a second, and that could be where the bulk of the challenge comes from. Trevor Banks also had a fourth. And Otto Niedermeyer also fourth place first time out. So no Ray Morton, of course, in this one. His place is taken by number 27, Wayne Barrett. Grasstrack is Neville Tatum has got it at the moment. Trevor Banks moves up in the third place. It is Handley that's up in second spot with a terrific first turn. Problems for Clayton Williams as he pulls out, but it's Trevor Banks still there in third. As Tatum looks to be in terrific form, goes down the back straight into the top turn. Jason Handley closing on him though, I say that. Terrific ride from Jason Handley on that. In that third place, I think, at the moment, as he watches Handley go after Neville Tatum. Can he close the gap? So there's problems with Dean Cameron at the back of the field as well, so we've had more casualties in this one mechanically wise. Scoring brilliantly at the moment. Jason Handley had a win that first time out, so he's right up there amongst the top point scorers. Into the second straight they come, and it is a win for Neville. Jason Handley takes second, so the Banks in third. Wayne Barrett finishing in fourth place. First win this afternoon for rider number 25, that of course is Neville Tatum. In second place, number 15, Jason Handley. In third place, number 12, Trevor Banks. In fourth place, number 27, that of course is the reserve Wayne Barrett. And in fifth place, rider number 11, Otto Niedermeyer. The winning time, 1:21.90. That's a speed of 65.53. 65.53. Now, a fabulous lineup in this one. Kelvin Tatum had a win first time out. He's on the inside in grid 1. In grid 5, we've got Simon Cross. Also had a win first time out. Tony Atkin had a second place first time out. He goes in this one. Tommy Palmer had a third. John Underwood, I shouldn't forget, he's also, he had a third place. So this one certainly promises to be a cracker. Crossley has got the nose as he goes in front, but Kelvin Tatum comes right away around the outside. Oh, a terrific first turn. And as they sort themselves out going into this top turn, it is the very skillful Kelvin Tatum that is faster. Just about to change. Tommy Palmer wants some of that as he goes into that bottom turn. You can only look at the brilliance of Kelvin Tatum as the flags are held lost it into the boards on that far side. So the clerk of the course bringing that race to a halt. You can see that we've got the hole in the board on the far side. Julian Phipps losing it on that far side.
Okay, you're going to regret. What's the day? Brian Kelly.
Well, I've got the opportunity to give you one or two date changes that I've been informed of. I understand that Crittenden were due in the calendar to be running on May the 3rd. They've advised me now that that has been moved to the 24th of November. I was going to say November. May. The 24th of May. And the main donations I mentioned earlier on that remind you that that was again that we've got Kelvin Tatum, Simon Cross, John Underwood, Tommy Palmer and Tony Atkin. Simon Cross, but Kelvin Tatum comes back in. He lets him know that he's there once again. Russell etc. But it's after the Kelvin Tatum as it looked like a great scrap between him and Simon Cross. Simon Cross won't mind at all, of course. He can get back to the point from this one. Looking at all the gaps to close up. Tony Atkin on Tommy Farmer, perhaps. Tommy goes to a very, very tight line. With a comfortable margin on that second place. Not too comfortable for Tommy Farmer. He knows that Tony Atkin is there. And as they come towards the checker flag, it is Crossy that takes it. Tommy Farmer finishing in second. Tony Atkin finishing in third. After the restart and problems for Kelvin Tatum, but it means a double victory for Simon Cross. He's had 2 rides now and 2 wins. Number 14 then in first place in race 11. In second place number 21 Tommy Palmer. In third place number 10 Tony Atkin. In fourth place number 17 John Underwood. In fifth place number 19 Tony Swab. No other finishers there. The winning time 124.12, 63.80 they're averaging, 63.80. It was 14, 21, 10, 17 and 19, 124.12. Second leg ride for the solo class. Riders to pick out in this one. Scott Nicholls had a second first time out. Look for him, Mitch Cotton. He's on grid 5 in the middle. He had a third place first time out. But in saying that, you can see that Jaroslav Patak not happy with the fact that he's supposed to be on grid 6. There wasn't a lot of room for him, but he found a way in there. Yeah, the same that's going to go. John Marshall didn't let those tapes go. Is set once again as the riders are called into line. Exactly what's happened. It was found that Hill, who had twice been guilty of trying to jump the start, breaking the tape, he therefore has been excluded from this third restart. Very, very disappointing for the German, but themselves out in that first turn, it is Scott Nicholls who's got away. Malcolm Simmons trying to get up in the second, and he moves through in the second as he goes into that top turn. And Scott Nicholls looking to be in terrific form this afternoon, comes down past us. Chasing after him. Mark Taylor in 5th place at the moment. As they sort themselves out, gap starting over between first and second. Scott Nicholls at a second going well in second spot. Peter Lloyd and Mitch Godden not able to close on Malcolm Simmons at the moment. He's obviously enjoying himself this afternoon. As we go into the we've got results from 2 legs. We start to see some sort of pattern forming with those riders getting maximum points. And one of those is Scott Nicholls to win. Malcolm Simmons gets second. Concluding leg of the third ride for the second legs of the solos. A win for rider number 5, Scott Nicholls. In second place, number 20 is Malcolm Simmons. Third place, number 4, Peter Lloyd. Fourth place, number 9, Mitch Godden. Fifth place, number 28, that's Mark Taylor. And in sixth place, number 6, Yaroslav Patak. And in 7th place, number 22, Chris Phillips. The winning time, 1:23.49, 1:23.49. That equates to a speed of 64.29, 64.29. Try and improve on those positions they got first time out, or just consolidate, keep the pressure on. This certainly looks to be a very tough heat, this race 13. Problems getting machinery of Rob Wilson going. Remember that fantastic heat they had first time out. Slows going into the turn. Nice in front of him. Gary Jackson had the door closed on him on the inside. Duncan Tolhurst kept that second spot, but he could do nothing about Rob Wilson coming around the outside of him. So Rob Wilson now is setting the pace. He's not doing the chasing this time. He's going to do the pace studying for you. Gary Jackson is holding third. John Hiscock is in 4th place at the moment. The Milan's running on that second turn. 4th place as John Hiscock goes through on the inside of Gary Jackson. And he flew in that bottom turn. It's forced him out very, very wide. Honest problems for Gary Jackson as he puts it on. The outfit to go around the outside of him. Oh, that's disappointing for Gary Jackson in his second ride this afternoon. But look at the speed of Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. They really are setting a cracking pace. Duncan Tolhurst reminds you what a win first time out. Still going well in this second place if they're keeping the pressure on the top point scorers. Remember it's only 6 that go into that big final at the end of the day. The second leg for the sidecars, and we see the first win for outfit number 24, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. In second place, number 74 is Duncan Tolhurst, and passenger for this afternoon, Simon Wall. In third place, number 184, John Hiscock and Dave French. In fourth place, number 7, Paul Johnson and Dave Chopping. In fifth place, number 26, that's Mike Turrell and Tony Baisby. No other finishes there, the winning time 1:31.65, 1:31.65. with a speed of 62.22. 62.22.
John Halsey says you're not getting in there. John Halsey hangs on to the lead. Tim Bennett was desperately trying to close the door on him, but John Halsey gets away as he goes down that back straight. So have they changed the gearing? Have they changed something on that outfit? John Halsey going a lot better this time than he did first time out. Up there in third place and he's challenging for second. Leroy in fourth at the moment, but he's letting those front three get away from him. He's trying to hold off Mark Edwards, he's fighting his way through. John Halsey and Jason Glennie going much smoother this time as they get round off that lead. Still trying to challenge for that second, but it's sitting third as we see Mark Edwards disappear back to the pit. So problems for an experimental retwin Honda. It's really the eye. And Tim Bennett hang on to that second. That would mean he's going to win in the second place. Dave still wants to change things. I'm expecting a challenge on this last turn, but Tim looks very quick down the back straight. They won't have done enough, and Dave Steele's gone very wide. His first of the afternoon for outfit number 13, that's John Halsey and Jason Glennie. In second place, number 12, Tim Bennett, Steve Hargreaves. In third place, number 9, Leroy Chris Wall. In fourth place, number 6, Russell and Graham Ing. The winning time was 1:31.90. 1:31.90, that equates to 62.05. Sidecars in race 15, and we see in race 15 with 2 wins already this afternoon, number 4, Marco Goodwin and Gary Rockall. Interesting that we've got 2 maximum men in this class. They don't meet yet. Marco Glorie goes in race 16. Number 71, Brian Palmer. He had a much better start in his second ride. He's sitting on from the 2 rides, he's sitting on 6 points, Brian Palmer, so needs another good ride this time. Chris Salisbury in the same position, he's on 6 points from 2 rides. Their outfit now being called into line. Malcolm Goodwin has got quite an outside game here. He's got Roel Limberg on the outside of him. He comes through the start line. We watch for the Saints to go. They throw themselves out in the middle of the turn. Malcolm Goodwin goes to the front. Brian Palmer finding his way through up into third, gets the best of that battle for third, fourth and fifth. Graham Jury is up there as well. This is a much better ride from him. He closes in on the inside. Stefan Hundsrucker. Remember what happened in their last ride? They started extremely well, but then they were caught by other crews. Will Brian Palmer be able to work his way past them? Malcolm Goodwin getting away from that battle that's going on behind him now. It really is this battle for second that we've got to watch, because Brian Palmer again lets him know 4 on the inside of Hundsrucker. A lot of change in this one, but at the moment they're staying as they are. Well, we're going to check it back this time, so Brian Palmer's only got that top turn to do it. He's going to have a go though by the look of it. He's going to try the outside line. It's a long way round. Malcolm Goodwin takes the win. And as we start the third leg rise, we start with 500 sidecars, and it's a win. He's third this afternoon for outfit number 4, Malcolm Goodwin and Gary Rockall. In second place, number 2, Orgastine Hundsrucker and Stefan Hundsrucker. In third place, number 7, I'm being told that's 71, of course it is, Brian Palmer and Danny Hogg. In fourth place, number 91, Kate Drury and Richard Webb. In fifth place, number 418, Chris Salisbury and Gary Hughes. The winning time, 133.52, 133.52, that equates to a speed of 57.39. 57.39, that equivalent speed. It was 4, 2, 71, 91 and 418, 133.52, 57.39. Points, there's a lot of outfits around that 6 and 7 points at the moment. Lester Goodwin is up in second. Lionel Cox, I was going to say, was in third, but Paul Miller goes through into third place as it all starts to close up. Paul Miller looking to go around the outside of Lester Goodwin. He's gone around the outside of Lester Goodwin. Can he go after and catch Marco Glorie? He's raced against him many, many times before. Marco, a terrific competitor. He comes off that top turn. Looks over his shoulder. Seem to be catching Marco, even if it is just a small piece. Watch them come into this top turn. There's just one more lap to go, so time is running out for a challenge. Showdown that's going to be when Malcolm Goodwin and Marco Glorie come together. We see the checkered flag being prepared. And it is Marco that comes to the line. And his third win. To the 500cc sidecars. Race 16 in your programme, and it's the third win this afternoon for the crew, number 1, Marco Glorie and Harry Drenth. In second place, number 17, Paul Miller and Lee Woodhams. In third place, number 3, Lester Goodwin and Clive Goodwin. In fourth place, number 5, William Madison and Roloff Mullins. In fifth place, number 14, Simon Baird and Robert Cranes. The winning time, 132.22, 132.22, 58.20. That's the average speed. To race 17, we're of course with the third leg ride, so we change over to the 500cc solos. Only one rider this afternoon has been able to hang on to a maximum from the first two rides. He goes in this one, it's number 14, Simon Cross. 2 rides and 2 wins for him. If we look at the overall point situation, number 12, Trevor Banks is on 11 points, he goes in this one. Malcolm Simmons, number 20, is on 12 points. Round the outside of him. John Underwood says, where on earth did you come from? Trevor Banks right up there with them, holding on to third at the moment. Malcolm Simmons in fourth. But Simon Cross, who looks to be in fantastic form this afternoon, sets the pace here. John Underwood. Malcolm Simmons, as Malcolm leans in hard and tries to get round the outside of him. He succeeds and gets up into third. Go down the back straight, and Simon Cross really does look as if he's going to take some beating this afternoon. He looks over his shoulder, John Underwood. 7 points from the line. Not doing many harm whatsoever. Malcolm Simmons still in there, scoring steadily. Trevor Banks holding 4th place. It's Kinchin in 5th. As we see the last lap flag go out, one more lap to go before Simon. A moment's hesitation for Simon Cross, but he's certainly put it back together again as he goes up the back straight. Into the last turn in this heat. As he comes towards the checkered flag, he keeps the maximum. Once again for Simon Cross. Underwood gets second, Malcolm Simmons in third, and Trevor Banks in fourth. Was the first of the third leg rides for the solos, and yet it was the third win for rider number 14, Simon Cross. In second place, number 17, John Underwood. In third place, number 20, Malcolm Simmons. In fourth place, number 12, Trevor Banks. In fifth place, number 6, Yaroslav Patak. And in sixth place, number 22, Chris Phillips. Seventh place was 18, Vince Kinchin. The winning time was 123.90, 123.90, and the speed, 63.97. So we're in for quite a cracker in race 18 because we've got Scott Nicholls, who's had a second and a win. We've had Neville Tatum, that's had a second and a win. Tony Atkin sits on, that means that they're sitting on 18 points. Tony Atkin's on 14 points. Clayton Williams, you may remember, had a good ride first time out, but then mechanical failures in his second ride, so he knows he's got to do well. One of the beauties of the 4 legs is that if you miss one ride, as indeed we've seen 1 or 2 riders do this afternoon, there is a chance, and I say a chance, that with 3 good rides, you can still qualify for the final. Interesting that Otto Niedermeyer has taken this very, very wide outside line. Quite a gap between him and Tony Atkin. Neville Tatum has got to the front. Tony Atkin round the outside. So it is the riders that we've seen scoring well in their first 2 rides out in front. There's a problem for Otto Niedermeyer, but as they go down the back straight, Neville Tatum looking to get his second win under pressure from Tony Atkin. Scott Nicholls trying to stay with Tony as they come off that top turn. Helgi here has pulled out with mechanical epitomised, so our overseas riders not having much joy with the mechanics. Tony Atkin, no answer to Neville Tatum. He doesn't look to be in terrific form, the Isle of Wight Speedway rider Neville Tatum. As he goes towards the checkered flag, it is Neville Tatum that takes the win. So Atkin's in second and Scott Nicholls in third. So still good win. And it was the win, his second this afternoon for I was going to say Alfie then, I meant rider number 25, Neville Tatum. In second place, number 10, Tony Atkin. In third place, number 5, Scott Nicholls. In fourth place, number 7, Clayton Williams. In fifth place, number 28, that's the reserve Mark Taylor. The winning time, 122.46, 122.46, the speed, 65.09. So the last of the third leg ride to the solo. Jason Handley goes in this one, he's over in a second place. Kelvin Tatum, we look for him, he's on the outside gate. He's had a win first time out, and of course mechanical failures in his second ride, so knows that he needs nothing less than 3 wins from the remaining ride. Lloyd had a good ride in his second outing. Scoring well, Mitch Godden also has had 2 good rides. And Kelvin Tatum that already has established a lead from Jason Handley in second place. Tommy Palmer's in third, just in front of Peter Lloyd. But as they come off the top turn, it is a tremendous start of Kelvin Tatum. Fourth place now as they go around that bottom turn. It is Mitch Godden that goes after Tommy Palmer. Will Kelvin Tatum get enough points to qualify for that? A double captain, I'm sure he'll be happy with in second place. Tommy Palmer in third. Mitch Godden, I'm sure, is catching Tommy Palmer. They've got one more lap to go. In that fourth place. Can he close up on Tommy Palmer? Has Tommy done enough? Peter Lloyd is now starting to be caught at the back of the field as we see the checkered flag go. Tatum that takes the win. That's exactly what he needed. Jason Handley takes second. Tommy Palmer has done the third. It's wasn't in fourth, and Peter Lloyd of the third legs for the solo class, a win for Kelvin Tatum. Number 1 it is that goes in first place. That's his second win this afternoon. In second place, number 15, Jason Handley, again scoring well. And in third place, number 21, Tommy Palmer, keeping in there amongst the top point scorers. Fourth place, number 9 is Mitch Godden, and fifth place, number 4, Peter Lloyd. Sixth place, number 27 is our reserve, Wayne Barrett. And seventh place, number 19 is Tony Swab. The winning time, 120.83, speed 66.40. Checking on the points was who's got what at the moment, and I can tell you that Tim Bennett, who's straight to the front, has already had a win and the second place. He's on 12 points. We have 3 crews on 12 points. Look at the scrap between Gary Jackson and John Halsey. second, and he looks to be going after Tim Bennett. John Halsey won't be wanting to lose pace with them at all. He'll stay right there with them as they go down the back straight. All three outfits drive into that bottom turn. Tim Bennett and Steve Hargreaves at the moment unaware of the battle that's going on. Once again, he knows that Will Gary's trying to concentrate on getting past Tim Bennett. He'll possibly leave gaps for him to come through. And John Halsey drives round the outside of Gary Jackson and flies into second, or does he? Well, he slows up and pulls it back in tight, hoping that Gary Gary Jackson has stayed tight, and again John Halsey pushes wide and drives hard down that back straight. Gary Jackson pulls it in slightly, it means that John Halsey goes up in the second. Again, Tim Bennett will not be aware of what's going on behind him, but he's just going to tremendous sidecar racing for those three cars. I wonder what was going on behind him as he came across the line. John Halsey pushing for the win, but he most importantly got a good second place. And you couldn't hope for better sidecar racing. A win for outfit number 12. Their second this afternoon. It is of course Tim Bennett and Steve Hargreaves. In second place, number 13, John Halsey and Jason Glennie. In third place, number 23, Gary Jackson and Mick Stace. In fourth place, number 9 was Lee Ray and Chris Wall. In fifth place was number 26, Mick Toll and Tony Baisby. The winning time was 131.84. 131.84, and equates to 62.09. John Hiscock is on 9 points. So the points are available in this third leg ride. I've got to say that unfortunately we've got no Dave Steer in pulling out of his last ride. He has completely blown the engine. And I've had rather a disappointing appeal come to the caravan here that Dave's saying he's found it tough during the winter to rebuild the bike. Blowing that engine completely means he's absolutely screwed for his racing in the near future. If there is anybody that wants to have a go at sponsorship, don't need some help with that blow up today. Now we're underway with race 21, and as they go into that first turn, you can see that it is Rob Wilson and Tony Miles that have stamped their authority on it already as they go down to that bottom pit turn. John Hiscock and problems for Russell and Graham Ing as they pull up into the centre of the circuit. Really the front two got away from the rest of the field as Paul Johnson tries to close off Duncan Tolhurst. Hiscock staying with Rob Wilson though. And now the battle for that third place as well. Paul Johnson trying to go around the outside of Duncan Tolhurst. Has he succeeded? I think he has. He's gone wide and Duncan Tolhurst says you can't afford to go that wide, so I'm going to come for you today. Still there, Paul Johnson all over the circuit trying to find a way around Duncan Tolhurst. Oh, both driver and passenger working very, very hard on that Paul Johnson outfit. But as we go towards the checkered flag, 30 miles take you from John Hiscock at and Simon Wall takes third spot from Paul Johnson and passenger Dave Choppin. Result, a win for outfit number 24, that is of course Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. In second place, number 184, John Hiscock and passenger Dave French. In third place, number 74, Duncan Tolhurst and Simon Wall. In fourth place, number 7, Paul Johnson, Dave Chopping. And in fifth place, number 112, a reserve coming in to take the place of the retired Dave Steer. We understand that is Rick Colvin and Matthew Dix. The winning time 130.99, 130.99, 62.67, the speed that equates to 24, 184, 74, 7, 112. We're looking for 6 to go into the final. Just about scraped in if he can get a good ride in this one. Number 2, number 418 and number 14 are all on 8 points at the moment, so they know a good ride in this last heat will get them into the final, perhaps push somebody else out. The scraping of the loose down of the little ruts that they've dug in previous races. Breaks to the front as they go into that first turn. He looked too slow as he was coming out of that turn, but 4 minutes back in 4th place at the moment. As we watch them come round off that top turn, they're starting to sort themselves out. Oh, it is that Malcolm Those on scoring one, as I mentioned before, they're on 13 points in the 3 rides. Well, problems for outfit number 2, Orgastine Hundsrucker. He's gone very wide coming out of that bottom turn, which has allowed Brian Palmer to come through. Has come through. Look across that far side, this really has been a very impressive performance from Malcolm Goodwin and Gary Rockall. It looks as if they're going to go into the final on maximum points. Now, can he go after William closing on Malcolm Goodwin? In fact, if I look across that far side, I don't know whether Malcolm Goodwin's hit some sort of problem with him. He's just easing off. But William Madison will close right up on Malcolm Goodwin. Well, as we start the 4th leg rise, this is where it all gets sorted out. The winner goes into those finals. A win for outfit number 4. It's his 4th win this afternoon. It's Malcolm Goodwin and Gary Rockall. In 2nd place, number 5, that's William Madison and Roloff Mullins. He finishes in 2nd spot. In 3rd place, number 17, Paul Miller and Lee Woodhams. In 4th place, number 14, Simon Baird and Robert Cranes. In 5th place, number 6 is Roel Limberg and Klaus Jaeger. And in 6th place, number 2 is Orgastine Hundsrucker and Stefan Hundsrucker. Running time 133.67, 133.67, 57.24. So we've moved to race 23. Eyes, I'm sure, on the Dutch crew. Jower Powers, Marco Glorie and Harry Drent. There are a lot of riders that I'm sure that were trying to work their arithmetic out as they sat in that pit box. Brian Palmer, I mentioned, is on 10 points. He could make his way into the final. He'll know that Paul Miller has now got 13 points, so he can match the score. More points to be in there. Problems for Chris Salisbury at the moment, not able to get it into gear, but success. No, he's saying, I don't want that one, please find me another one. Lionel Cox is up there in 2nd place, he's making Lester Goodwin go very wide. So as they go down the back straight and sort themselves out, it is Marco Glorie and Harry Drent for lead from Lionel Cox and Grasstrack. We look to see where Lionel Cox is on 14 from final. So simple, isn't it? When you've got machinery set up as well as he has. Chance to speak to Marco this morning, and I said, what do you think of this circuit here at Tunbridge? His English is impeccable as those Dutch characters are. Lester Goodwin has got through that second place and really making sure it's his now. Trying to close the gap on Marco Glorie, but as we see the checkered flag going out, we do know that we're going to have two maximum crews going to that final. Marco Glorie. Official result, the last of the qualifying legs for the 500 sidecars. A win, his fourth of the afternoon for rider number 1, Marco Glorie, and passenger Harry Drenth. In second place, number 3 is Lester Goodwin and Clive Goodwin. In third place, number 78, Lionel Cox and Grace Hagan. In fourth place, number 71, Brian Palmer and Danny Hogg. In fifth place, number 91, Keith Drury and Richard Webb. And in sixth place, number 418, Chris Salisbury and Gary Hughes. 131.34 was the winning time, 131.34, and equates to an average speed of 58.76. Quickly worked out who it is that qualifies for that 500 sidecar final. We've now got to sort out who qualifies for the solo final. Well, we're just looking through, and one rider we are missing. I was expecting to see Kelvin Tatum. I'm just looking down the list of points. He's at the moment in 6th qualifying place. Remember, it is only 8 that qualified. The most interesting point really being that Tommy Palmer is tying with Malcolm Simmons. Now, scoring good points so far this afternoon has been number 5, Scott Nicholls. He's in 4th place overall with the points chart. But really my eyes will be on how high up Tommy Palmer can be. He's gone straight into second place. He goes down the back straight, and it is Kelvin Tatum that sets the pace. Now we perhaps expected that, but what can Tommy Palmer do? He's got Scott Nicholls pushing him along. Scott trying to come through on the inside of Tommy Palmer. So Kelvin Tatum pulls out on the bottom turn. It means that Tommy Palmer could perhaps get a win here. Scott Nicholls close to him. Tommy Palmer, I'm sure will have a lot of local support cheering him on as he comes off that top turn. Because he goes out on his own now. He's lost Kelvin Tatum through mechanical problems. We've now lost Scott Nicholls through mechanical problems. This is going to make the qualifying for the solo final very interesting indeed, because they have scored good points in their first. For those of you that follow the careers of the Speedway riders, you may not be aware that he rode up in Edinburgh last night. Yes, Edinburgh, Scotland. He had a terrific night up there, travelled overnight, has come down here to Tunbridge. But that sure will make sure of a place in the Yowie final. For the first of the fourth leg for the solos, a win for rider number 21. I'm sure they'll be a lot pleased about that. Of course it is Tommy Palmer. In second place, number 6, Yaroslav Patak. And in third place, the only other finisher there, number 28, that's on reserve, Mark Taylor. The winning time was 124.04 and the speed equated to 63.86. So 124.04, 63.86. the point situation very interesting indeed. As we move to race 25, Jason Handley goes in this one. He's on 28 points from 3 rides. Again, if we look at those cut-off positions, it's riders like Malcolm Simmons that need a good result this time. He's on bike number 20. Number 12, Trevor Banks, he's fourth well. He's looking himself. On the inside there, he's got a very good start, and they close up coming out of that first turn. It is Jason Handley that's got away. Jason Handley leads then, on good points at the moment. Will get maximum points on this one if he stays where he is. As he comes down past me, it's still running this one. There is a chance of getting in the early final, but they need a good result here as they go down the back straight. Malcolm Simmons trying to close on Tony Atkin. Trevor Banks trying to close on Malcolm Simmons and starts to have a go at it. Trevor Banks goes round the outside. And Trevor Banks closing already on Tony Atkin. Tony looks over his shoulder. Sure, he heard the exhaust smoke or he knew somebody was close to him. But as he turns the power back on, he pulls away from Trevor Banks. Going in that bottom turn. He's got the power back on, but he's allowed Malcolm Simmons to slip through. And there's a bigger gap now between second and third place. But as we see the checkered flag go, it's another terrific ride from Jason Handley. We take second, Malcolm the result of race 25. Those of you that are doing your own points will know that it's getting very interesting indeed. A win for number 15, Jason Handley. In second place, number 10, Tony Atkin. In third place, number 20, Malcolm Simmons. In fourth place, number 12, Trevor Banks. In fifth place, number 17, John Underwood. In sixth place, number 9, Mitch Godden. And in seventh place, number 4, Peter Lloyd. The winning time was 123.87, 123.87, 63.99 that equates to. Moments as we can see that our maximum man Simon Cross has his problems coming out of the pit gate. Number 14 Simon Cross, top of the points chart at the moment. He's had 3 rides and 3 wins. He's on 30 points. Going with him in this one is Neville Tatum. He's on 28 points from 3 rides. Much better ride from the rider in 4th place, Tony Swan. He's staying with Clayton Williams and will continue to keep looking now to go as we go into the last lap. Very comfortable. Clayton Williams still holding third. Will that be enough to get him through to the final? It's very, very tight. As we go into the checker flag, I'm saying he's third enough, but he may well even lose that third out. Solo qualifiers, it's yet another win for rider number 25, that's Neville Tatum. Maximum points then to him as we see in 2nd place number 14, Simon Cross. In 3rd place number 19, Tony Swab. In 4th place number 7, Clayton Williams. In 5th place number 27, Wayne Barrett. In 6th place number 18, Vince Kinchin. 7th place 22, Chris Phillips. And the winning time 123.95, 63.93. That equates to as a speed. 123.95, 63.93, 25, 14, 19, 7, 27 and 18 and 22. Sidecar final as they sort themselves out going into that first turn. At the moment we know that we've got top of the points charts. Outfit number 12, Tim Bennett, and number 24, Roel Wilson. But at the moment, right at the back of the field. So, it was Roel Wilson that was in fact left on the line, so he's got a lot of work to do. Leroy in 2nd, Paul Johnson in 2nd now, as I say that as he goes past Leroy. But John Halsey is taking it. He picks off 1, he goes around the outside and gets up into 4th, and he's gone very, very wide doing that. So I don't know whether there's problems with his outfit at the moment. It's certainly just continued to drive out, and he's looking down at the bike. There must be problems. The maximum points here that will carry him through. Does take 7 points from that line. Back to the 4. If this one be enough for Roel Wilson. Of race 27, it was of course the last qualifying ride for the sidecars in this race. A win for number 13, that's John Halsey and Jason Glennie. In 2nd place, number 9, that's Leroy and passenger Chris Wall. In 3rd place, number 7, Paul Johnson and Dave Chopping. In 4th place, number 112, that was Rick Colvin and Matthew Dix that came in as reserve for number 17, who retired. And in 5th place, number 24, that was Roel Wilson and Tony Miles. The winning time was 132.28, 132.28. That's a speed of 61.79. So as the point situation gets very interesting, we move to race 28. The competitors already out on the field. Wilson will know that a good ride here will get them into that final.
We're going much. I don't think we're getting better.
We see what beer
Tim Bennett's right with him and he spins going into that first turn. Oh, well done Tim Bennett and Steve Hargrove. They hung on to that one. It went completely sideways, but they've sorted it out. Now Gary Jackson takes over the lead after second place at the moment with passenger Dave French, so a good idea we'll see them in the final. Gary Jackson was only on 8 points prior to this race, so he knew he had to get maximum points, I'm sure. Make up any ground on Russelling. He's got past Mick Toll, and he's got a lot of work to do to try and close on Russelling. It's interesting that he's on 19 points coming into this race, so where he's sitting at the moment. Spread themselves out. Gary Jackson is going to take the much needed win that he wanted. Had a very disappointing day so far, but this will boost his confidence, I'm sure. Last of our qualifiers, we now sit and work out who it is that goes in all those big finals. The official result was a win for number 23, that of course is Gary Jackson and Mick Stace. In second place, number 184, John Hiscock and Dave French. In third place, number 6, Russelling and Grahaming. In fourth place, number 12, Tim Bennett, Steve Hargreaves. In fifth place, number 26, that's Mick Toll and Tony Baisby. The winning time was 1:32 exactly, 1:32, and the speed 61.98. So that is the last of the qualifying heats. Mitch Gordon, one of the first to get here to this start. Trevor Banks next to him, those two have competed against each other regularly. Clayton Williams moves up with Mark Taylor. Wayne Barrett coming into line. Tony Farr, the speedway rider at Ipswich, who's had a bit of a taste of Grasstrack here at Tunbridge today. And on the inside, Peter Lloyd coming in place of Kelvin Tatum. One or two riders over, they've got Clayton Williams is right there with him. As we go down that back straight, I'm sure everybody's been surprised to see this dust, all the rain that we've had, but the dust is certainly flying now as Trevor Banks is coming off that top turn. Trevor Banks down past. On the inside on the approach to that bottom turn. The Lloyd has pulled out, and you can see that we really have got a dust bowl now. We never would have expected that at the beginning of the day. As we'll watch them come round off that top turn. Trevor Banks it is that comes down past me. Wayne Barrett is still in second place. And Trevor Banks now starts as he comes down past me. Starting to catch on with the tail ender. But he's opened up quite a gap now. And starts to close on to go off that back straight. Trevor Banks setting a scorching pace as he comes down past us for the first time. Starting to go after Tony Farmer, but we're back to the the last lap flag being prepared, Tony Swan goes past us, and then the last lap flag goes out for Trevor Banks. checkered flag flying. Wayne Barrett. And of course, the reminder I should make to all of you, I'm sure you realise there as they continue going round, all the finals here at Tunbridge are always big laps. So as Trevor Banks comes round to greet you with applause, I'm sure there is an air of disappointment there that he wasn't in the A finalist. Give me the official result of race 29, the solo B final. A win for number 12, Trevor Banks. In second, number 7 is Clayton Williams. In third, number 9. That of course is Mitch Godden, and 4th place number 27 Wayne Barrett. 5th place number 28 Mark Taylor, 6th place number 6 that's Yaroslav Patak, and 7th place number 4 Peter Lloyd, 8th place number 19 Tony Swab. The time was 2:09.07, 2:09.07, and yes, they've calculated it, the speed equals 62.39. So 12, 7, 9, 27, 28, 6, 4 and 19, 2:09.07, 62.39. Marco Glorie and Harry Drenth, Jawa powered from Holland. Number 4 is Malcolm Goodwin and Lester Goodwin, also Jawa powered, but of course from England. Number 3 is Lester Goodwin, he's on the Magnum, he's also from the UK. Number 5, that's William Matheson, Yamaha powered. Passenger, Roel Melons, he's also from Holland. Number 17, that's of course Paul Miller and Lee Woodhams. No, there isn't such a thing as a mini haul engine or a frame. Paul Miller is from the UK of course, and number 71, Brian Palmer and Danny Hogg, also Jawa powered from the UK. So 1 or 2 knowing that they've just scraped into the final. Can they pull something out of the bag? Marco Glorie has looked in terrific form all afternoon. Has he got enough left for the big final? Malcolm and Lester Goodwin, both of them going well, would be pleased to have a win under their belts here for the first time. 500cc sidecars at the Battle of Britain at Tunbridge. So the Goodwin family travel abroad a lot. They have won meetings abroad. They've beaten the Dutch on Dutch soil. They've beaten the Germans on German soil. Can they take a win here at the Battle of Britain on UK soil? Oh, Malcolm Goodwin it was that had first choice, you remember. He's decided to go for what is possibly the second grid out. Number 1, Marco Glorie has opted to go on the inside of him. He had second choice. Lester Goodwin next to his brother Malcolm on grid 3. And interestingly, they then just panned out. It means that Paul Miller is out on grid 5, Brian Palmer on grid 6. Oh, we expected these tactics, some digging out the ruts to try and find some solid soil. There is method in it. It means that the back wheel doesn't just spin on the loose. Of course, as the racing progresses, these ruts that have been formed here do get filled in by the loose. They line the sidecars up. William Matheson and Roel Melons are last to come into line. Selection for Brian Palmer, but that gets sorted out. Next moment as they bring the throttle hand. Malcolm Goodwin is slow going into that first turn. It means that Marco Glorie has got away and it's Lester that's got to try and chase him. Well, Lester Goodwin it is. It's up in second place and Paul Miller up in third. Now there's a long way to go with this final. Can one of these riders catch Marco Glorie? final on the far side. Disappointment for them. Can they now watch and see if Lester can close on Marco Glorie? Marco Glorie and Harry Dress then leading as they come off that top turn. Looking at the moment in third place, desperately trying to stay with Lester Goodwin. Marco Glorie looking so comfortable. We've seen him earlier on today, look back and see where the opposition was coming from. Again he does it. Tries hard in that bottom turn. He really has got machinery in tip-top condition. Lester and Clyde Goodwin still there in second place, but it's got a bit spread out now. Formula can do nothing about that second place. So we're looking perhaps whether Brian Palmer can close on Roel Limberg. He's getting closer and closer all the time, but we see the last lap flag going out. So Marco Glorie. As he goes down the back straight. Watch those helmets. Again, you can see the hand comes off. He's pleased with this one for sure. The checker flag is being made ready as Marco Glorie comes towards it. Hand in the air. Crosses the line, both of them with hands in the air. Left hand right. Third. Well, Madison does hang on to fourth place, and our own Brian Palmer and Danny Hogg finish in fifth. Result of race 30 to 500cc. I know you can see what sort of character Marco Glorie. I was convinced that he was trying to show us that you can do donuts on sidecar outfits. It didn't work this time, I'm afraid, Marco, but we hope he's alright and he's able to come across here. Let's give you the official result. It's a win for number 1 Marco Glorie and Harry Dress. The Dutch pair winning the 500cc final. In second place, number 3 Lester and Clyde Goodwin. In third place, number 17 Paul Miller and Lee Woodhams. In fourth place, number 5, William Madison and Roloff Mullins. In fifth place, number 71, Brian Palmer and Danny Hogg. No sixth finisher there. The speed, time I should say, was 217.27, 217.27, 58.66, 58.66. So 217.27, 1, 3, 17, 5 and 17. And as he comes round after trying to do a little bit of showmanship on the far side, good to see that Marco Glorie is perfectly okay. They show him what sort of applause. We appreciate good racing in the UK. He is a very strong competitor, Marco. I didn't think you'd take the Union Jack. Oh, he is. A little bit of damage that outfit as well, isn't he, if you look at the back of it? Tremendous applause for a very talented sidecar crew. presentation. That was winners only, not first, second, third. We want the winners for the presentation. I understand that John Tarr from JT Commercials will be doing the presentation of 21 Tommy Palmer, 10 Tony Atkin, 5 Scott Nicholls, 20 Malcolm Simmons, 17 John Underwood. They would have all sat in the pits and seen what happened in that B final. The dust was flying. You need to be in front. The tension will now start to rise because they all know that if they can get the advantage going into that first turn, they will be able to put a shower of dust up and make it difficult for the riders behind them. Oh, we're fortunate that the wind is blowing the dust away, but this is going to be frantic into that first turn. Interesting that Neville Tatum has taken group 3. Scott Nicholls on the inside. Simon Cross in 2. Tommy Palmer in 4. John Underwood in 5. Malcolm Simmons in 6. Tony Atkin in 7. And right on the outside, we've seen him go well from there, Jason Handley. Takes the lead. Neville Tatum in second goes after him. Tony Atkin comes through brilliantly. John Underwood is up in fifth place at the moment, but it is Simon Cross that sets the pace and puts up the shower of dust for the rest to follow him. Neville but Simon Cross certainly didn't. He knew the advantage of getting in front in that first turn. He's taken it by the horns and indeed comes around off that top turn in terrific style. Simon Cross. Driving hard, gets right on the back forward, Neville Tatum. Pushes up that back straight. John Underwood can see what's going on in front of him, but can do nothing about it at the moment. Crossy is setting a cracking place. Knocking on the door. As he goes down that back straight. This is where he seems to pick up a bit of speed going into that top turn. Neville Tatum slowing as he sees the dust clouds fly from Simon Cross. I'm sure he was expecting that Kelvin Neville would have been there with him, but mechanical problems have stopped that happening as they now go into the last lap. Malcolm Simmons at 7th. And with problems for Scott Nicholls, but no problems for Simon Cross as the checkered flag goes. There's been one in the solo car. We got to the final as first choice of gate, top point scorer. And as a congratulations received from Neville Tatum and Tony Atkin. They know that was a very tough race. He set a blistering pace. Simon Cross. In second, number 25 was Neville Tatum. In third, number 10, Tony Atkin. In fourth, number 17, John Underwood. In fifth, number 15, Jason Handley. In sixth place, number 21, Tommy Palmer. In seventh place, number 20, Malcolm Simmons. In eighth place, number 5, Scott Nicholls. The winning time was 2:04.57. 2:04.57. That equates to 64.64 miles per hour as an average. They're averaging that over 6 laps. And when you think they're throwing it completely sideways for a good quarter of the circuit, what sort of speeds do they peak at going down those straights? Absolutely incredible racing from Simon Cross. A very, very worthy victor. Tremendous riding style. Well, they said that he hasn't chosen to ride speedway this season. He wants to concentrate on grass track and long track. I think that's definitely going to be our advantage and perhaps speedway's loss. So to remind you, this is of course 6 laps for the Battle of Britain final. There's no racing between Gary Jackson chasing after John Halsey, and I see a red flag on that first turn, so they will all be asked to slow down and return to that start line. I can only assume that the clerk of the course had seen some kind of false start. Perhaps the gate didn't go up cleanly. Was somebody left on the line? Oh, whatever it was, the clerk of the course quickly made a decision to stop the race, so they will all have to reform. The same positions will be taken up on that start line. You're not allowed to change positions from that original decision that was made. John Halsey, one of the last to be called into line. The red starts to go up. Roel Wilson is right there with him now as they go into that first turn. John Halsey, Roel Wilson as they break down the back straight. Roel Wilson closing on John Halsey. Gary Jackson is in third at the moment. Tim Bennett in fourth. Lee Ray in fifth. That's how they go through the pack. But if we look to the front, Gary Jackson and Mitch Davis. Those three starting to open up a bit of a gap now between them and fourth place as Gary Jackson closes on Roel Wilson. Roel Wilson losing the pace a little bit on John Halsey as he goes around that bottom turn. He looks in terrific form, not the best of starters. Roel Wilson and Tony Miles still there in second. They've got the challenge of Gary Jackson on their back wheel. As the dust starts to hang, we can see them on the far side. There's a gap certainly opening up between first and second. John Halsey looks in third, he's going through the Gary Jackson. Roel Wilson moves up on the inside of him, throws it into that top turn. Can he turn quickly? Going down the back straight. He powers down the back straight, but Roel Wilson reacts. But really, all I can do is admire the swing. He's got a margin now that Roel Wilson cannot play. Down the back straight. Roel Wilson and Tony Miles is fighting in second place. Gary Jackson looks to have given up on that challenge for second place. One more lap to go. Holding off perhaps. Oh, John Halsey and Jason Bennett. It's the pit turn to negotiate in towards the checkered flag. The 1998 Battle of Britain winners in the town. Jason Bennett doing exactly the same. Marco Glorie as he crosses the line. One finger goes in the air. I hope he's not going to try and attempt to go that in the same way, but John Halsey and Jason Bennett. Here this afternoon, Roel Wilson in second, Gary Jackson in third. So, for some of you who've got to rush off, let's quickly give the official result of race 32. It's the right-hand 1000cc sidecar final. It's a win for outfit number 13 is John Halsey and Jason Bennett. In second place, number 24 was Roel Wilson and Tony Miles. In third place, number 23 is Gary Jackson and Mick Stace. In fourth place, number 184 is John Hiscock and Dave French. In fifth place is number 12, Tim Bennett and Steve Hargreaves. And in 6th place, number 9, reserve Leroy and Chris Wall. The winning time was 2:16.20. 2:16.20. That equates to 61.58. 61.58, that equivalent speed. 2:16.20. 13, 24, 23, 184, 12, 9. Well, I was tempted to say that completes our day's racing, but of course the meeting isn't over yet. We've got the presentations as soon as we can get the riders over here. That's the winners of every class. Just the winners, please, for the presentation. That will be in about 10 minutes, quarter of an hour behind me, where you can see it set up for that purpose. If you've got to rush off, then I hope you've enjoyed the racing here this afternoon. The work that's been put in the close season has certainly paid dividends. This track has got to be now one of the quickest in the country. It certainly competes with the tracks that we see on the continent. I'm sure it's going to attract a lot more of the continental riders to come over here. Well, we look forward to that. We now, of course, have officially started the 1998 season. Next weekend is Bank Holiday weekend, and we hope that we're going to see you all at the Berks Bonanza. That's perhaps a forerunner to the World Championship round that they are hosting this year. And a reminder, you again, of the date changes. It's just the way they load it in, is it? Anyway, couldn't get off with that, should we? Right. One thing that I can nicely say, though, is that Chris has joined me. He is a competitor in the 500cc sidecar class. I tend to personally think of the 500 sidecar class as the European class of sidecars, even though we see our thousands tripping over to Germany and France occasionally. But this is the European recognised class, and as you can see from the tasters we've had over the years, of one or two of the German crews coming over to the UK, showing us what it's all about. We're very, very pleased that the invitations went out for the Dutch riders to come and join us here today, and they responded. I think you'll agree that we've seen some fantastic racing this afternoon, but at the end of the day there can only be one winner. A rider that really did set the pace all afternoon. A fantastic competitor. The winners this afternoon of the 1998 Battle of Britain is Marco Glorie and Harrington. Well, now we want the pictures first. Let's get this organised. Now you're not getting away that easy, because I'm going to get them try and have a few words. But Marco, I haven't got a bloody clue whether you speak English or not, but I'm banking on the fact that being Dutch, you must do. Have you enjoyed your day's racing?
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Well, you've only been practiced on that bit, I know. A fantastic machine, Marco, and really strong competition today. Did you expect to do the winning?
No, to be honest, no. I got a hard thinking about Mel Goodwin. He was really good on the road. I tried to make him a little bit nervous before I started to talk with him, and but yeah, it's a shame that he came off like this.
A shame, but indeed the spoils go to you. A fantastic day.
Thank you.
And Harry, I've got to ask you that obviously I'm not sure whether you have been over here before. I get the impression that you have been, but a fantastic circuit here at Tunbridge.
Yes, it was very good. We drove here 2 years ago in the semi-final, and he was also good, but I think he was a little bit quicker and a little bit grippier on the ground this time. It was very good.
You think he was very good? I think he was absolutely fantastic. Right, but one thing I should pass on to you, ladies and gentlemen, obviously the winners of the 500cc sidecars, and whilst we received a round of applause, one thing I can say to you, that to give you some idea of the kind of sportsmen these guys are, I was told just before the presentation that these guys had a bit of spare oil to hand out, so they gave some oil to Malcolm Goodwin and to Julian Phipps, considered in their opinion to have had the most hard luck this afternoon. So guys, we thank you very much indeed for that. And it only remains for me to say that I hope we see you back here again soon. Right, we move on to the 500cc solo, and we hope that we've wasted enough time for Simon Cross to wander over here, because it's been a fantastic meeting today with the solo class. It's fast, it's furious. We know that the work they've done on the circuit has made racing very, very safe for the solo boys. They ride on the limit. And one man I'm sure that's going to confirm that for me, and I can't see him anywhere, I'm just hoping he's appeared somewhere. The winner of the 1998 Solo Battle of Britain, it is of course Simon Cross. That was the hard bit doing the smiling, was it? Simon, a very hard day.
Yes, it was. I mean, the track, as you mentioned, is very kind to us. It's my first race since, I think, about August last year. So, you know, it was a fairly easy ride out there, as in smoothness, but the competition was very high as usual.
Well, indeed it was. And did you think that the day was going to turn out the way it did?
I didn't have any expectations. I was just planning to come here, have a safe day and enjoy my racing, and you know, that's exactly what happened.
Well, it is indeed exactly what happened. Now, we've read in the press that obviously no speedway at the moment. Is that how it's planning to be?
Yes, I've totally given up now. I mean, this is the first time I've managed to be able to do the Battle of Britain. I've come down at the end of the year for the burnout. But, you know, due to speedway commitments previous years, I haven't been able to do it. So now, you know, my time's pretty much my own, so I'm trying to fit in as many grass tracks, long tracks as possible.
Well, that's fantastic news for all Grasstrack fans, and if we can get tracks like this around the country, I think we're going to attract more of you, aren't we?
Oh, that's right, you know, I'm definitely looking forward to the meeting at the end of the year.
Well, fantastic ride today, Simon. I've got to say once again, the winner of the Tunbridge and District Club's Battle of Britain 1998, Simon Cross. Thank you, Simon. It means that I've just got the 1000cc sidecars to go. But before I do that, I will say that I was given one rather belated note to say that there's a birthday next Saturday, which I shouldn't forget, or else I'll never get down off this lorry, to a great lover of Grasstrack. From his loving wife, happy birthday for next Saturday, Brian Humphreys. That's kept somebody happy. Look, I've done my bit. Right, we move on to the 1000cc sidecars, and well, we know that when we race at Tunbridge with 1,000 chairs, the competition's going to be tough. Well, when you saw the programme first thing this morning, I wonder how many of you thought, is that how many we've got? It didn't look to be an awful lot of crews. We're used to seeing 20, 25, 26, and you take your pick from that. But when you had a lineup of 12, it was still tough to pick a winner, wasn't it? You knew the racing was going to be fast and furious, and when he started with those first early races, well, I certainly in my own mind couldn't make up who was going to do the winning. A dream start of the season though for one crew. They've got the Kevlars that match the bike now. And the winners of the 1998 Battle of Britain, John Halsey and Clayton Williams. Don't they? Sorry, no mention about the choice of colours this time, John, but a fantastic start to the season.
Yeah, well, it's a dream come true. We wanted to win it, and the track was absolutely brilliant. Got better and faster all day, and we had the first run, and we thought that's it, we're away. And then they put the red flag out, and thought, oh no. But navigated again, and well pleased, yeah, very tough.
And the outfit does look to be going superbly well. You mentioned to me this morning, which a lot of them won't know unless they buy the video, that basically it was a new engine, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's the same frame. It was a new one last year. Mixed Steer did it for us. It's the same frame, but we've got another engine which Roger Measer has been working on, and yeah, it's going really good.
See, he's still involved in the sport, but now he's repairing engines. But John, I've got to say, that really was some strong competition out there, wasn't it?
like you said earlier on, I mean, you think there's only 12 there, but I mean, you've got 12 of the best there, and it was a shame that Duncan went out and Stewie went out, no injury failures, but yeah, the competition was really good today.
Oh, brilliant. And Jason, I've got to get a few words from you, because dare I say that when I did an interview this morning for the video, you seemed a little bit excited and a little bit keen this morning.
Yeah, I think I'm going to sleep in these leathers to these Kevlars tonight, that's for sure. I'm not going to take these off. Maybe that's our luck. But yeah, I mean, it was good though out there, and I was gunning for it. So I've been playing golf with Milo through the winter, so it was, and there's been competition there all winter with him. So back here today, and we're back out there racing again. So yeah, feel sorry for him, but that's the way it goes, mate.
Well, it certainly is the way it goes. No, they're not my words, Milo, honestly, but there we are. The winners of the 1998 Battle of Britain, John Halsey and Jason Bennett. I think it only remains for me to say that once again we've seen the Tunbridge track ride superbly. Who would have expected all that dust at the end of the day after the torrential rain we've had? I hope you've enjoyed your day's racing. It's been fantastically fast and furious. We'll welcome you back here later in the season. This is going to be a cracking year for Grasstrack.